hit the like button, whatever it is, because we got everything y'all need, man. Listen, and what you ain't looking for, you gonna be looking for it then.
Scribe or Deebo gonna whoop your ass.
How you doing today, Joe?
Brother Deebo, I'm doing great, my good brother, my brother in Christ. I had a great,
Yes.
great
Amen.
night watching some football. So yeah, the game, unbelievable game. A
Oh, no
little bit,
question.
like this is a high scoring game, so I know you kind of, may
I ain't
not
gonna
like the
lie,
two.
it was high scoring, but I was still able to stick in there because it wasn't like just a straight out blowout. It was
Yes,
interesting all the way to the end.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
for
yes,
sure. You know, Dallas went on out there and they tried their best, but they just didn't have enough to finish it off. Lions beat them, what was it, 44-30?
yes.
Yeah, so Detroit get out there and like that whole first series, they was just like play action them. You know, the first play, except for the first play, they went on ahead just straight through it to St. Brown, showing that he
Mm-hmm.
was good. That was 7. They get to, I think it was like 3rd and 3, and gives the linebacker this shaky spin cycle,
Yes.
breaks off his ankles, for a hot 19. And then again,
Man.
I think it was the next
The next one was
first,
the
yeah.
first one was the swing pass to him,
Hmm.
where he got crazy spin cycle, everything. And then the very next one, the check down to him. He's behind him. Dookie step turns around like just back-to-back plays, getting the ball into his hands, bro. Gibbs went crazy.
I think the first one was the check down. I think the second one was the out.
Was the swing?
Yeah.
Man, but look, whatever, back-to-back. He went in
Yeah.
both plays.
Yeah.
Bing,
And then
bing.
I think it was 2nd and 4, they ended up dropping him for 2. It was a loss of 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then on that 3rd down, they was able to make it to golf. They ended up settling for a field goal.
Yeah, Muhammad, that's when he started it. Muhammad's first sack of the day.
It was 3-0. Dallas get out there, and then on the 2nd and 6, Pickens takes one for a nice little 11-yard gain.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the first down. They ended up losing 5.
They
And
did a
then
little throwback. But
yeah,
that joint was looking a little crazy. He threw the ball behind the line of scrimmage, trying to jump past that. Yeah, that was a not a good play.
the 2nd and 15 though, he is Ferguson for 19 yards. Like I was thinking they was gonna be able to hold up. They didn't. Like,
Mm-hmm.
the next one, they really didn't get too much. I think it was like a run, no, an incompletion on the first one. The second
Yep.
down was just one. And then 3rd down, dude made a nice break on that.
He did, but this is one where it was a little bit noisy in there, Debo.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see my man George? It's a little noisy in there. He was going for the pick, both of them, and I saw a little alligator came off the joint, kind of chilling. But like that was the first one. It was definitely noisy. I could see my man Pickens kind of making a little bit of a business decision on that dig.
A
Great
little
defensive
bit.
play. It was a little noisy in there, but you know what I'm
No,
saying.
that I don't think that was the dig. I think that was the out, wasn't it?
No. That was the dig.
Okay.
That was the dig.
All right. Yeah, they go. Yeah, 57-yard field goal on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
57-yard field goal, like nothing.
like nothing.
Cowboys kicker.
That wasn't even the
It
longest
wasn't
though.
even long. No, for sure. He just warming up.
Yeah, man. And Dallas go ahead and kick it off to Detroit. Man, Dallas special teams was selling all night, dude. They let dude return it. What was it? 40 yards to almost midfield
He was doing it all night.
all night, dude.
All
All
night.
night, like all night.
And the
Dallas
kicker,
defense.
Aubrey smacked him though on that return. I ain't gonna lie to you. The kicker went and got him some.
Yeah, Dallas defense was able to stand up a little bit. They pressured him into throwing the ball into the ground on the 2nd down, and
Mm-hmm.
then the 3rd down. I think St. Brown, he ended up tripping on that one. They almost had a pick. If dude had,
Yeah, that was good defense.
yeah,
Good
yeah, that
defense. He
was that
played
was
his
that was
leverage.
good defense.
Could have been a pick for sure, but had to punt.
Yeah, they end up punting the ball. I think Dallas, they faked the fair catch that put them back, and then they had a holding that pushed them back even further.
They had the double penalty.
Yes, they had the double penalty, and then they get to 3rd and 4 from, I think it was like the 10 or 11, and Dak gets sacked for a safety.
That's
On
the safety,
review,
Debo.
bruh,
That's the
on
safety.
review, they overturned it. He said the ball was clearly no, it was
No,
no.
no. the ball is clearly like soon as he starts crumpling, I'm like, that's a safety for sure.
Dude, yes. And before the
Yeah.
dude hits him, he actually steps himself back further.
Yes, to protect himself, to cradle the ball, which puts his whole body in the end zone.
Dude, the ball was sitting half and half then. He
Yeah,
said
bro.
clearly all the way out. There's no way you
There's no way you can say
vision. They
clearly.
needed they needed ref needed to get their vision checked. They gotta be 2020. Like that
That
ain't
was
2020.
that was terrible.
Yeah, that was that was bad, man. They ended up punting the ball over to Detroit. And I think they ended up getting the ball close to midfield again, like
Yeah,
40
42.
something. Yeah, something like that. First down, little short
None.
little short thing to give. Second down, it was another 7. That got them the first. And then on the first down, they get that illegal shift where they tried to pass to the offensive lineman. Like
Yeah, they sometimes they try to do a little bit too
they
just
was
too
yeah,
cute when
they
everything's
was getting
working.
cute right there. They was getting super cute right there. Second and 13, he coming that boy St. Brown again. 26 to the Dallas 8, brother.
Great play call. He widened the man up. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Stacked him up, widened him up, made some space on the inside. Great though, great route.
Next play, they do the reverse to Williams. He ends up
Mhm.
stepping out at the 1. Next play, Gibbs finishes it off. It's 3 to 10.
To
So Dallas comes back up out there, and first down, Williams get him a nice run. I think second down, he ends up no, he only got 2 on second down. So they ended up going to like 3rd and 1. And that completes like that one for the first. I believe the next third down is when CD he just breaks a tackle. He
yep,
go ahead, take it. What was it, 16?
16. Yep. They went 4 for 5. They went 4 for 4 on those third downs on this drive.
Yeah. And
Like they kept
right
converting. This
after
was a
that,
big
they
one.
converted two more first downs, just
Mm-hmm.
basically staying ahead of the change. That's a sex rate thing. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? They get to the 1st and 10, I think on the Dallas, on the
On the
Detroit
15-yard line.
15.
Yep.
And finally, the defense decides they go stand up a little bit. They get to the 3rd and 10 and they sack him.
Yep. Muhammad's second sack of the day.
Yeah, dude. Like they were pressuring him all night, dude.
Mm-hmm.
They ended up having to settle for a field goal again. It's 6 to 10. And Detroit gets back out there, and on the second down, they false start.
Yep.
The next play, Gibbs gets, I think it was like 13.
Yeah, they put that man out at
And right,
wide out.
yeah. Hey,
He was doing work, bro. Wide out.
yes.
He was literally lining up in the slot, saucing people up.
Yeah. They get the incompletion on the third down. They going
That's on that third down, Deebo, he thought he had a false start. He thought he
dude,
had a free play.
no question.
I think he was in the neutral zone, but yeah, it's neither here nor there.
I told you they vision got to get checked. Them boys ain't seeing Twinkie, baby.
That was
They
foggy.
ain't seeing Twinkie.
That was foggy. It was the D tackle was in the neutral zone, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you. Like, especially if you're saying just any part, like that's easy.
For sure.
And then the first play, Dallas get up out there and Dak hit CD. I think it was like 37.
Yep, 37, 38.
And then the next play, he throws a backwards pass. That they actually gave a sack on that, dude. That was like a sack. Like they gave a sack on that with a backwards pass. And then I think what they lose on that, like 15 or something.
Yeah, I think they lost 16. They lost 16 yards.
16, okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
3rd and 21. He gets it to Ferguson and he fumbles the rock.
They punched that ball out.
Dude,
held them up.
Turnovers hurt.
21 turnover.
Yeah, I think Dallas get it at like the 50, somewhere close around there.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go to first play and they get a holding penalty.
Yep.
Then they get a false start.
Backed up with a false start.
I think it's like 2nd and 17, 2nd and 19, something like that. And guess who Goff goes to?
Jameis Williams. And this is one of the plays I'm talking about too. Did you see the route? He took off on the ball like it's a fly, like it's a go. When you're a receiver, you gotta threaten
the
DBD.
Gotta press him.
You gotta threaten him because Jameis Williams, he's fast. He's faster than these DBs. So you better get on your horse and start hauling. And then once he sits it down,
right,
deliver right on time. You
Yeah.
can't stop because you're nervous to get taken up top. You'd rather him catch the ball coming back to the quarterback, but that's a 20-yard stop. You know what I'm saying? By that time, if he's not selling it, DB's chilling, waiting on him to stop.
Right.
Like, man, you're not going nowhere. But
He
if you
got to
selling
press
that
him.
fade, you
As soon as
pressing
he
him.
press him hard enough, he
Come
go to
on,
turn
man.
that hip. As soon as he turn that hip, that's his break in.
Yep, hit that for 24 yards because he dropped it. He's running a 20-yard curl. And you're not expecting, once you pass 15, 16, I'm thinking you're going to over out, you're going deep, you're trying to take me up top. That
Hmm.
was beautiful. And that's some things that I said when Pickens, just even if you're not getting the ball, you got to sell fade for
Yeah, he had
everything.
a few of
Take
them
off.
last night. Yeah.
You got to.
Yeah. I think it was that next second down, Montgomery bombs that thing 35.
Straight
Just
to the middle.
I'm trying to tell you, dude. Like
Points off turnovers. Points off turnovers. That's a
eat,
touch.
yes,
Quick tutty.
easy money, quick tutty. It's
Hmm.
6-17. Dallas actually goes and gets a nice return, but they get
Yep.
a holding call. Like that ended up kicking it back. And then I think it was like 2nd and 5. Dak hit CD again for like 20,
Hmm.
21, something like that. I think they ended up converting maybe like one more first down after that. And then that next first down is when,
They got the
CD.
PI, when they did the PI to the end, they got the hands to the face call.
No, I'm talking about the next first down when CD he threw the incompletion to CD and he was supposed to be out.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. He got to keep that in bounds.
No, no,
What you
no.
think?
I think that was when he actually hit his head and was supposed to be out of the
Oh,
game, bro.
yes, yes. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, he was supposed to be out of the game. So keep that in mind, okay? Because he went to the tent, all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
He went to the tent, he did all that, and you know how the tent go. You ain't coming up out the tent. You was laying down there asleep.
Your fingers was doing the, yeah. So you're out. You got to
Yeah,
be. That
yeah.
was obvious concussion.
Okay. So 2nd and 10, I think they ended up hitting Pickens for 9, which would have put him at a 2nd and 1. But this is where they got the face mask, which kicked them back to a 2nd and 25. They can't overcome that. And, they end up again with another field goal.
Yeah.
It's 9-17 now. And Detroit gets the ball back with 50 seconds, bro. Second down, Goff to Gibbs is 18.
Yep.
First down, they hit St. Brown for 9. And then on 3rd down and 1, they get a PI that pushes them forward, I think another 13, 14 yards. They're able to kick a field goal. They lucky it wasn't more time on the clock.
Man, on the next play, when my man, the rookie, the same one that got the PI, he lose his feet. He was out there, and sometimes, in the deep as a DB, I could see he was just a little. He was a rookie. He
Mm-hmm.
was nervous. He was getting cooked out there. They had him in a lot of man to man. When he
You
ran
trying to
the fade
move your
ball,
feet so fast, you
my
ain't
man,
letting it hit the ground before you press
your
off.
your your adrenaline's catching yourself so fast, you can't even get your feet up under yourself. So when he ran the go ball, my man's feet just clipped and he just like exploded in the air and fell. I was like, oh my goodness, he got to breathe. His feet is moving too much. His legs are heavy right now.
Yeah, they end up scoring before the half. It's 9-20. Dallas comes back out there in the very first play. Dak is picked off. That pick, deflection, dude, that's on this
Dog,
one. He returns it to the 14.
can I tell you one
Now,
thing about that play?
I am going to run him over. I'm
Chris,
dropping my head on him.
the linebacker, the
Yes,
linebacker, the
I'm gonna
linebacker.
make him tackle me. I'm going to.
You
Listen.
got
I'm gonna put that boom on him. I'm gonna make him tackle me.
You got to. You got to. That's
What
Dak.
is he?
That's Dak.
No,
Yeah,
run into him. This is
run
your
through him.
opportunity.
This your time. This your time. This your time. This your
Yes,
time. This is your time.
you come,
Debo, I feel
bruh.
you. 1000%. Can I speak on the play?
Go ahead, brother.
This is cornerback one-on-one. If you're a DB, you want the situation so bad. It's 2-2. The running back is offset to the right of the running back, of the quarterback. Once he sends it in motion and goes to a 3-by-1, we call this full flow. 3-by-1, full flow, backside slant. Every
Mm-hmm.
DB knows this. I love the way Robinson stepped off, gets a little bit inside, acts like he doesn't know of the slant coming. And this is when you know you have a safety over the top. You play Dak Prescott. You back up. because that's the route he runs. And then you got George Pickens over there, wide split on the backside of a 4x1. There's 1,000% slant. So him reading tape, him being ready to film study, and then I'm looking at Dallas like, look, if dudes know what's coming in, if I know, I'm looking like, oh my God, it's 4x1, it's a slant coming, it's a slant coming. And I just was watching, okay, get off. Don't let Dak know that you know it's a slant. That was just great plays by the defense and
Mm-hmm.
just route recognition.
Yeah, they returned it to the Dallas 14. I think it was only 2 plays later. What's the dude? Teslin.
Man, yeah, I kept calling my man Tesla, but it's Tesla,
To
something like
slide.
Tesla.
To slide. To
Tesla.
slide. 12-yard touchdown from
Another
golf.
rough day for the rookie corner. Second man through your zone. He just
Mm-hmm.
looking. That's the weird. You got to take that. That's your man. He was having a difficult day. His legs was a little heavy out there.
Oh yeah. I mean, you got to
It
realize
be
that.
like that. I'm telling you, that DB is not as tricky. I mean, when you playing a lot of man to man, you're exposed. You're not a defensive lineman just
Uh-huh.
getting hit out of their hole. That can
Yeah.
happen every single play, and nobody know. DB,
20.
you're
Yeah.
gonna see that. You're gonna
Yeah.
see your exposure.
Yeah. 20. Well, you can see it if they run on that rock too now.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
27-9 now. I think Dallas gets back out there and it was 2nd and 7. And how does CeeDee Lamb get a ball for 32 when he wasn't supposed to be in the game?
You think he's already a little, he's already, yeah.
They ruled him out after that for a concussion, but he was concussed a series or 2 before that. That's when they ended up ruling him out. But anyway, the next that first down, I think Williams gets a nice gain for 11. Next play, it was a holding. They got a holding penalty, and they get to it. I think it was 4th and 5. They end up going for it from the 7,
Yes,
from the 8, or was it a 9? It was 4th and 5. They ended up getting
4 and 5. They got it because
9, 7.
George big hands catch started getting
Great catch, dude.
yards.
Trying to fight for extra yards. He fumbles the rock. He got lucky they recovered it.
Thank the Lord.
Because I think if they recover that by
it's ugly.
Detroit in the end zone, it's over with, right? They get the rock. It's a touchback, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But they ended up getting that thing.
Yeah, they got the first down. They were able to.
That was huge.
It was necessary. I think they ran it in on the 2nd down.
Yep.
It's back to a game.
27-16.
27-16. I think Detroit gets back out there, and again on a 3rd and 8, gives somebody to shake them.
Brother, my man Bland too. It was just, you got to use the sideline as your friend. You know what I'm saying? He's running full speed. Back hip him.
He is running like he had more, like 10 more yards of sideline over there.
He was running like they were in the middle of the field. Like he had a 2-way go. Man, he's about to hit them brakes so hard, and you couldn't brake. He just went straight full plank mode, Deebo. Flew by and just stayed there too. I'm like, is he hurt?
Right. Yeah. Soul, feelings, pride. That was hurt. The only thing that was hurt was the pride. Go ahead, get on up, man. 2nd down, Goff hits Williams for 16. After that, the defense is able to hold up. They attempt a field goal and get it locked. I was like, whoa.
Now we got a game.
Hey, super.
Now we got a real game.
Super game. They end up, I think it was like 2nd down. They pick up 18 with Fenoy.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2nd down, they put they got a holding then.
They got a holding penalty on 2nd and 9.
They got a holding on
that
2nd and 9.
Knocked it back to 2nd and 19.
Yeah, and then they got the 3rd and 9. That was the offensive PI.
That was the illegal pick by
illegal pick, yeah.
Yep.
They end up having to settle for a field goal after
on that 3rd and 9 and 3rd and 19. They threw it to Pickens. He kind of jogged off. He didn't really know, was he running a go? Was he running a fade, DJ? And then
you see it. I mean, it's multiple times where you see him not really getting off the line. And like the one time, Dak is like, "Yo, press him!" Like
that's the
get
one
off
right
the line
there.
and press him and turn off. You know
fear
what I'm saying?
Yeah, make him fear fade. You got to make the DB fear fade.
Yeah, and I think
that's when your man hit the 63-yarder.
Yeah, now they going, hey, I'm like 63.
Yes.
Yeah, easy money.
Aubrey the best kicker in the league, bro.
Oh, easily 19 to
Easy.
20 sacks. Well, he got still he's doing the indoor and outdoor, but it benefits when you on your home field
No,
is
it do.
indoors.
I'm not gonna punish him for that.
No, no, you can't because a lot of them missing them indoors too.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah,
Buddy kicking in the turf.
Detroit come out there. Montgomery, he take it the first two downs. I think the first was a
Mm-hmm.
9, the second was a
9
4.
second straight downhill.
Yeah, and then they get an illegal formation, and I think it was what was it? Golf. He got Williams again, wasn't it like
Yeah,
13?
14-yard joint.
Yeah, I think Montgomery he ran for like maybe 2 on the second,
Yeah, no,
and they got
he
a
ran
false start.
coming out to the fourth quarter. Now we got the start of the fourth.
They get a false start there. I think Montgomery goes maybe what was it, 13,
Mm-hmm.
and
And they
then
decline the offsides.
yep, and then second down I think he hits another one for about 8 or 9,
Yep.
and then it's a holding.
Another holding.
Like they are trying to set themselves back.
They giving them a chance to self-inflicted
Oh,
wounds.
yeah, they can't recover from it. They end up settling for the field goal. It's 30 to 19 now.
Yep.
Yeah. Dallas comes out, brother. What was it? 4 plays, bro.
Yep.
4 plays and scores a touchdown. The first down, Dak scrambles on him for 12. He didn't even look like he was trying.
No, he
Or
was chilling.
he just ain't got the speed or the wheels
No, no,
might have been
no.
off or something. I don't
No,
know.
no.
He was
Dak
chilling.
not trying. Dak is smart. Dak
You
is a
know, he
smart
was
player.
like, yeah.
Dak Jackson Dart needs to watch Dak.
Hey,
If
he
he's
need to
getting
watch that.
six,
I was gonna say, I was like,
he's chilling. I got
yeah.
60 million to work, make sure I'm good. I got a
Mhm.
long career.
Yeah, yeah. Williams, he runs for I think it was 11
12.
yard, 12, something like that. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it was 2nd and 5, bruh, for Noy. Detroit busts coverage. Don't know what was going on there. They let
I,
this man wide open. He go 42 yards.
I I lie to you now. I think it was just man to man. I think he was just guessing. Honestly, I'm not thinking that's supposed to be safety help because once he saw and he looked back, that was like a damn. I guess wrong. You know what I'm saying? So he had to just get back on his horse. You know what I'm saying? That was just a thought
He
it
ain't
was
get
a
back
hitch.
on his horse. He that was
No, no, bro. You're beat. You're just looking back at that play, hoping it's a
he
sack
dropped the
or
ball,
pass it
hoping
to
he
another.
dropped. Listen, you
He
looking back,
dropped it,
hoping he dropped the ball, or they
dropped
done
it.
sacked this
Quarterback
man.
got hit or sack because by this point, yes, for sure, I'm bombed. I'm bombed. I think that was a man to man. Like honestly,
Dallas ends up going for a
yes,
2-point conversion. They converted.
got it.
Now it is a game, 3-point game, 27 to 30.
And drive of the game right here, in my opinion. Now looking at
Drive
it,
of the game
it's a game.
and
It's a
the
game.
help of the game by like Detroit did their thing, but Dallas helped them. Like you
They
get that
did,
3rd and 6, he hits Williams for what was like 29
and
plus.
also
You
it starts
get
with the
the
kickoff returner.
yes, true statement.
True statement.
True statement. Like I said, they were selling all night.
Mm-hmm.
They were selling all night. You get that 3rd down and he completes it for the 29 plus the roughing the passer, you know,
Yep.
that gives
Yep.
him, I think it was they was close, so only gave him half the distance, what, 13
They
yards or
got a
something like
13
that.
yard line.
Yeah. And then I believe it was Gibbs on that 2nd down. The right dude, the play before, they were like, yeah, they've been bottling Gibbs up for the most part of the night. Da 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 da. And
Mm-hmm.
then the
Mm-hmm.
very next play,
Yeah, in the very next play, right through the
he
middle of your
strike out on him
defense.
for a hot 10 for a touchdown. It's 27 to 37 now, right?
Yep. Yep.
Man, Dallas get back out there in the first play. They sacked this man again. They was hitting him all night, dude. They was
Mm-hmm.
pressuring him all night. Like for him to get as many yards as he did, man, he did a good job. The very next down, though, he hits your boy Fenoy for
For
20 again.
for Noy, man, he stepped up. When CD went down, he was out there hooping. I did not know who Buddy was, but he was snagging the rock every time.
Oh, no question, bro. Like, he was doing a real good job. Like you said,
Yeah,
I was with you. I ain't really know who he was
I
either.
didn't know.
Yeah.
I know his
I
name
think they
now. For Noy.
converted maybe like 3 more first downs after that
Mm-hmm.
again, really staying ahead of the chains, doing what they had to do. And then on I think it was 3rd and 3 is when it was a
With the
decline
OPI.
of the OPI. They declined it. It could have went the other way. I mean, I seen where he talking about because he got the little hook on the little arm thing. He hooked the little thing and did a little twist.
He
You know
did
what
a
I'm
little.
saying?
It was. as
Hey, if
I
it's
could,
me,
you
I'm
want
glad. I
that
want
call.
that call.
You want that call.
Yes.
You want that call.
But
For me,
normally you ain't getting that call.
you're normally not getting it because he had a little bit, but like, just swing bys, blow bys, swing throughs, over the shoulders. Like if you had him rocking too much, you as a DB, as a linebacker, you got to stay a little bit more inside leverage. He had you rocking, so then like it's kind of more of a swing through. So I could see. I think it's a bang bang. You let that play. If you let him do that, you know what I'm saying? I think you let the offensive player do that, and then you let the DB. He didn't really even hook him. He kind of like touched him, then didn't really change his momentum. That's just a no call for
No,
me. Like I don't think you call OPI.
dude, he went to the ground, dude. He was about to go to the ground. That's why he had to hook him. That was enough to
So,
throw him off, brother.
no, no,
I gotta go with it, man. Listen, they
I,
gotta settle for the field goal. It's the right call, baby. For
you
once, they got
okay?
the right
Okay,
call.
I
I'm
think you
okay
watching the
with
games
that on the
now.
defensive side. No, I'm
I'm
not
with you.
okay
He
with that
did.
on the offensive side.
He grabbed him. He grabbed him. He grabbed him, Debo. Look at me. I'm changing. I'm a corner. I feel you. I need to be alone. I'm with you, Debo.
Right. What you
It was a
doing, bro?
OPI.
OPI all day. Detroit got do I think they had the Detroit 11, so they settled for a field goal. 30-37, still a one score game. And again,
Return game.
they sail. Kennedy goes, what was
Return
it,
game.
42 yards this
Put that
time?
thing to the 49-yard line, brother. Then at
Second,
midfield.
second and 9. Goff hits St. Brown, and this man goes 37.
Yep.
The
Just
very next
beautiful.
play, the man they had been keeping bottled up supposedly strikes out again for 13 for a touchdown.
Boy, I thought that was almost a submission defense. I thought they almost like let him score. That's what it looked like, how easy it was.
I'm not about to let you score up.
Me
We already
either.
down
I'm
now.
just
We're gonna be
saying
down. You down
how
14 now. It's 30-44.
he almost walked in the end zone. I'm just saying
Like,
it looked, I know they might not have been trying to let him score, but it looked rather easy.
yeah. I mean, hell, Dallas only got the ball with like what 2:10 left. And then they go to the
Mhm.
fourth, they get to the fourth down and 10. They say they didn't get it. They reversed that
They
ruling.
got it.
They
He was right on the
converted it.
line.
Yeah, he was on it.
He
Yeah,
was
that's
on
no
it.
question. That's no question. I think first down, Dak hits Turpin for 21.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ferguson again, I think it was 15. Dak gets sacked
Back
for the third time
again.
by Muhammad,
Come on, man.
you know. And then second down, yo, how did Reed get that? That's the craziest. I don't know what,
My man DJ
how.
Reed, I love DJ Reed. We worked out together out in LA. Great dude. He hits me up, you know what I'm saying? And like that's one of my young bulls. Love
Uh-huh.
him to death. He had a tough day out there and he deserved that pick. He needed that pick.
He needed that.
He was out there in a lot of man-to-mans.
Hey,
You playing out there, man. It was a
and
tough day.
they
A
was
lot of
going at
see,
him too now.
they was going smack at my boy, but
They was going at him.
they putting him in man-to-mans. He was versus CD. It could be tough out there. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
single high. So yes, I was so happy he got that pick, was able to close that thing out. Rough day with a pick, ends it up, y'all win. You know what I'm saying? Ends up with a good day, DJ.
Yeah. Dallas. Well, Detroit, they nail it out. It's over with.
Yeah.
So Detroit, they did a good job. But I'm gonna say this, dude. Dallas special teams was selling big time. Like they helped them tremendously. And then you add on top of it, the 3 turnovers and not being able to convert in the red zone. I think they were only 1 of 3. They ended up losing CD. And on top of that, the offensive line couldn't protect Dak.
Mhm.
Obviously, Detroit gets credit for that because the defense stepped up. I think they had 5 sacks,
5 sacks
hitting
total.
11 times. Detroit's offense did a good job mixing it up, like the timing, their flow, the rhythm.
Mhm.
Like they were able to do what they needed to do. Gibbs was only 12 of 43, but that was 3 touchdowns. He
Yes.
also had another 7 receptions for 77. And then Montgomery was 6 of 60, 10 a
Yep.
hit, 10 a hit. He got a touchdown. For the most part, the offensive line kept Goff clean. That allowed him to go 25 or 34 for 308 and a touchdown, 309.
Yep.
And Williams 7 for 96, St. Brown 6 for 92. Like it's going to be very difficult for people to cover both of these guys and have them on the field together with the double running back combination. When these guys are healthy, dude,
Mm-hmm.
like facing this team it's going to be hard. And Detroit didn't even go for it on 1 4th down.
No, they did not.
Thank you.
They did not. They did a great job of making sure,
Maybe,
you know
hey,
what?
maybe they didn't learn.
Let's punt the rock.
Yes, ain't
Let's
nothing
punt
wrong
the
with
rock.
a
That
punt.
won't hurt. It was not like a let's not turn over the ball and put our
And look
defense
what your
in another
special teams did for you.
special teams. That was a overall team performance. I would say their defense still didn't play as great. They put them in a lot of tough positions. There's a lot of man to man to be
Mm-hmm.
played out there. So you're dependent on your D line. You need Muhammad. You need Hutchinson to be able to get after that quarterback. So I think with Branch getting hurt, you know what I'm saying, that's going to be a little tough. They need everybody they have. DJ Reed, he could play a little bit. He had a tough game, you know what I'm saying? But that's a lot. That's man to man on CD. They're asking a
Mm-hmm.
lot of you. So being able to stand up, my man Robertson, he's a great. I love the way he played. Being able to be smart, being able to make those plays, being able to understand situational football. Oh, it's
Mm-hmm.
4-by-1. It's flow. I'm going to line off. I'm going to be able to act like I don't know what's going on and be able to make a play here. Punching the ball out, Campbell. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, don't let them read your mail. Like,
don't
I
let him read
think,
your mail.
yes, I think a lot of the time guys don't, get into that focus. And sometimes, like you said, as a corner, you could do it by yourself a lot of the times out there by disguising. But when
Mhm.
you're trying to disguise and you're a linebacker or you're someone that's in coordination with someone that's going to be taking your coverage, you got to make sure they're on the same page as you so that when you're out there, like I said, sitting on two, making like you covering him, make sure your safety deep. And when he sees you take off, let him roll up.
Mhm.
That way the quarterback has less time and now he got to read it on the run.
Yep. The Lions, man, the Lions offense, they had a little bit of everything too, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
When you have both running backs that can run the ball so well, they can catch it out of the backfield. Then you have Jameson Williams, you have Amon St. Brown, you have all of
Yes,
the
he was
options
supposed to
too.
be out.
He was supposed to
Like
be out, and he's
yes.
he's not. He's catching bang eights, you know what I'm saying, right on time. And when you run those play actions, they mean something. Because St. Brown, because Gibbs could be running that. Gibbs could be getting that
Mm-hmm.
handoff. Montgomery could be getting that handoff. So when you play actions, that linebackers coming up, it's open down the middle of the field, and these receivers, Jameson Williams. Running good routes, taking off like it's a go route. I didn't see him really lollygagging, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, like, these dudes are running
Every play you
specific
gotta give it 100, especially, when
every
you're talking
play.
about every person, no matter what your job is built off of somebody else being able to do their job correctly.
Mhm.
And if you coming out here and you lackadaisical in your approach because you don't think something is going to go your way and you don't get the effort that you need to, now when it actually ends up going your way, you're not even ready to make the play or able to.
You gotta every play, man. You gotta get it. And then like with them too, the special teams, Debo. My man Tom Kennedy. If you don't have to go 80 yards, it makes it a lot easier to make a
Hmm.
drive a lot quicker. You know what I'm saying? A couple runs, a couple first downs. We're already in field goal range. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that whole team being able to put themselves in good positions, the special teams, like we said, the Cowboys sold, but that dude Tom Kennedy, he was hitting those joints every time they was at the 50-yard line. You starting from the 50, you damn near got
Right.
points, especially when you got the weapons that he got.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.